Hello everyone, this is Paula and I am here today to have you help me decorate the bird book. It's the Secrets of Mother Nature book. This is the book. And I want to show you how the spine turned out. Isn't that pretty? It's just a pretty color. I just think it turned out beautiful. And I used a lot of old vintage magazine books, pages in here of different birds and flowers. So I'm going to show you. I've got stuff already in here. And I've packed away so much. I'm limited as to what I can do because, yeah, we're supposed to close on our new house on like the 14th is the first close, and then the second close is on the 18th. So one closes for our old house, and yeah, so you know how that goes. So probably I will work at least another week up until probably this September 7th or 8th. Okay. All right. So this is a hummingbird feeding her little babies, and I stitched around it. I put it on some lightweight cardstock, stitched around it, and then adhered it to my book. So we didn't have anything bleed through or anything like that. And this feather paper is so cute. And I believe, I can't remember, I think it's a Michael's book. I'm almost positive it is. It's one of their hot buys. But it has these bird feathers, which also look kind of fall. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this, and we're going to, I packed away my book weight. Okay, so we're going to go through this, and it is stuffed full of pages, like way too many for this book. And so it's kind of chubby. But look at all these pages. Yeah. I don't know. I just was having fun and kept finding things I wanted to put in the book. And that's how it ended up. So I'm going to put the library pocket on the left-hand side of the inside cover. Just like that. And I just added some irises and stapled a little bird right there. When you pull it out, the pocket itself is decorated with florals. So I just did something pretty simple with it. And so I'm going to add some glue. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having a busy day so far. I have to get my hair done today. Yeah, everybody knows how great that feels. And then I have to finish some more. I'm trying to get a few videos done. You know, I'll only see one probably every 3 or 4 days and I don't know if I'm not going to have enough probably to get me through, but I'm working on getting as many as I can. And so basically I've laid out, sorry guys, my book is big. And here, let's use something heavier. That might help, right? My book is big, and I couldn't resist. And now my little pocket is sliding around, giving me grief. I'm going to take that part out while I rub it down real good. And as we go along here, I'll let you know what's coming up. So I'll be doing this book, and depending on how much time I have, it probably, the flip through will not be until after I come back. If for some reason there's interest in this book, let me know, and I'll make an exception for some, if someone's wanting to purchase it. Okay, so it is going to be, it's a very fun book. Its copyright is in 1940. Now, that's pretty old, and I did put the copyright in this book, the page, and it was also a signed book by the author. Okay, let me look here. I think I pulled this up a little bit. I did. Just put a little tiny bit right there. Get that down. Okay, maybe I've got all of it on there straight now. Oh, when it moved around, it got glue around the outside a little bit, so I need to get that off before it dries. I want to make sure you guys can actually see what I'm doing here, so I'll know where I need to be. I kind of moved my camera around a little bit, and so maybe I'll need to come over this way a little bit. All right, so here we go. We'll try this again. This thing's going to be chunky for sure, and I'm going to kind of just flip through it as we go so you can kind of have an idea what it's got in it. It's got a lot of old book pages of birds. It's got some avocado dyed paper, dictionary paper, lots of coffee or tea dyed paper, a couple different digitals, and I also am adding some pockets, some flat pockets, some dimensional pockets, and yeah, so this ought to be a fun book. I've made a lot of homemade embellishments with this book, just so you know. You will see those as we go along. My glue today, of all days, it wants to come out of my bottle fast. I haven't had that trouble before, but I don't want it oozing out. So I'm going to kind of rub it down a little bit and see if I can keep that from happening. And now it's all over me. So I'm going to put this right here. I always like to put my pages toward the outside. I mean, sometimes I don't, but I feel like it keeps it from bulking up the spine. Doesn't put as much pressure on the spine. Now, as far as tags and so forth, hold on a second. We will come back and put the tags in it at the end if we have time. If not, if I don't get through this whole book, we may do another video on this book. So, and it does like to close on me because, what can I say? It likes that. Okay, there is this pocket, and I'm going to try to move pretty quick so we can get more accomplished. And there's going to be a pocket on this next page too. It's slightly a different color. Now, see if I can get this to come out with less glue than the last one. I'm just barely squeezing it, hoping that it will not make a mess. This part down here doesn't even have very much. There we go. Let's see what happens. Should be better this time. This book has, I want to say, 60 something pages, and then double that for both sides. I just kept finding things and thinking, oh, that would be so cute. Oh, that would be so cute. Before you know it, I'm putting it on there. Okay, this is a vintage coin pocket. It actually had buttons in it and was in an old sewing basket. Underneath this flower, it said extra buttons. And so it's pretty worn. Like you can even tell this top part is not perfectly straight. I like that about it. And I just added some of these Gerber daisies. And then on this one, I just added some more irises. So I'm going to put this down and then go to the next one. There we go. Let's see if I can get some of this spread out a little bit. Okay. Put this right here. I also like to go to a kind of a corner because I like for you to have plenty of space to journal, and so you can journal around things. That's how I like to do. I journal everywhere. What can I say? I'm going to turn this for a second and make sure I didn't get anything. The back of it was cut like a low cut dress in the back of the envelope or the coin pocket. So I just wanted to make sure we could actually get our tag in there now. And we can. I think that turned out cute. Here we have an envelope. A really pretty decorated envelope. And so it'll be fun because then you have this little pocket right here. And we'll work on those last. I'm just trying to get things down into the book. For some reason, this one is not liking its new home. Okay, there we go. If it doesn't stay, I'll fix something else. So I did spend a lot of time. I was making book pages and all kinds of stuff. So using book pages, and I did a lot of collaging of tags, and I put that up here, and I didn't go over the top with them because I figure you guys might want to decorate some. He has a little bird out of a magazine. I just thought he was cute. Put him on some craft paper and put him in here, and I just think he's really cute peeking out. So we're going to put that on the inside of this cover here. Now, you could go around this and, you know, put it where you want. You know, this is a heavier project here. And so when I have something that's super heavy, I do put a little bit more glue around the sides because I want it to hold. And so then we'll just go like this in the middle. But if you wanted to do a tag in the back part of this, you could. Just go around the 3 sides. Okay, so let's see what we got going here. I'm going to take this one out while I stick it into the book. I don't want to get glue on it. I'm going to bring this one over a little more to the center. Maybe I just want to take it all out so I can rub it down real good. I'm going to probably put a couple little clips on this one. Open my little clips up. Yeah, I had my friend look at this and she agreed that this was a chunky monkey. And that it was definitely packed as full as possible. So it should last a person quite a while when they start their journaling. Well, I just noticed there's a tiny little bit of glue. Let me get that off. Right there. There we go. Now we can clip it on. If I can get my hands to be strong enough this morning. Oh my goodness. There we go. And I just want to clip it on the bottom so that, you know, that part's the thickest. And so I feel like it makes a huge difference. Okay, so there is that. Let's put our little characters back in here. And this one goes in the second one. And you'll be able to see, you can move this over, or you can see that you can move it over to one side a little bit. So you can see a little better that way. These little fibers are just, they have a little life of their own. Okay, so I just kind of scatter them in different places. But I think they look cute I think it looks cute how it turned out. Okay, let's continue to the next one. This is an old flower book. I don't know the name of it off the top of my whatever, my brain. And it is September pages. And some more journaling space, some fun pages. Look at this paper. Isn't that pretty? It's tea stained. Okay, we'll work on this bag. So it has a tea stained bag in it. Here's another digital. It's part of a digital, and then some grungy paper. I'm going through it like this. I don't want to miss anything that I might have put in there. Okay, here is a pocket to go next to these little birds. There we go. Another page with the pocket. Okay, now we're moving on to the next page. This has one of the digital pockets right here. Cute little notepad that has a little bird and some florals on it. The only nature I did in this book was just flowers, greenery. You know, like I did one, I think I did some stuff about trees. And the rest of it is birds and flowers. So it's primarily birds and flowers, mostly birds. Okay, here we go. I like to put these over in the corner too. They just kind of look like they go in a corner, don't they? So it will have a lot of pockets. I wouldn't overstuff them because this book is going to be stuffed already. No, what I mean is it's going to have a lot of embellishments already without, you know, adding too many more. So here I'm going to put a side tuck with this orange and gold. I'm just going to go straight down here. I think I am going to go a little bit up on the side here. So whoever ends up with this book can use it that way. Let me see. Little tiny bit of glue. I don't want right there or right there. And now I will wipe my fingers off so I can put it in the book. I just don't want it to keep it from being able to be used. Today is Charlie's last day at Grammy and Papa's during the day, during the school year. He is going to go back to school tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first day back for him. So he's excited. He's going to a private school. And they're going to get him caught up from when he had his bone marrow transplant, or 2 bone marrow transplant, and a lot of heavy chemotherapy. He is finally going to have the opportunity to go to school and learn. His mom's been teaching him through this summer, and his Nana and his Poppy and his Pawpaw. Okay, here we go. This is a cute little bird right here on this envelope. This is the back part of it. Some music sheets, avocado stain, tea stain, digitals. And here is another envelope. Isn't that cute? I made it out of a little golden book about birds that was just in bad shape. I'm going to be doing some of that because I have a lot of books that are just not in the greatest shape. Here is another floral from that. Here's a little bird from a vintage book. I know, I thought I added more to this front part. Probably going to have to count and make sure. Yeah, this has to go. This is the last one. Let me put it down. It is a sack with some of the, it's called a tick seed flower, whatever that is. And here we've got a little part of the digital. And it opens out. It's like a little place to journal inside. It's got some of the wonderful cinnamon smelling tea stained paper there in the back. So I'm just going to put the whole bag down. But again, you could do it like I told you earlier. You could do it where you'll have an extra pocket back there. But the reason I didn't Again, it's because it's so full already. And I don't want it to put strain on the spine. All right, let's get these little corners, because we always know those can be a problem if we don't. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to bring it back a little bit. I thought it looked good with these little peaches or apples that's on the left side of the page. Okay, so I'm telling you, when you sell a house, does the craziness ever stop? I can hear my husband on the phone. It's like you give them all the information they want, and there's always more. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. I think that's down pretty good. I'm going to put this back inside. I think I'm going to leave it out because this little bag it wants to get larger this way. And so we're going to wait and put that back where it goes. So that's signature one. Right here on the front of this signature, we have one of the little seed packs that Target had in their dollar spot. Remember the little khaki ones and the green ones? I fussy cut this bird, and then I put some heavy duty fabric behind it with a button and a little bow. And it's clipped on here. And there'll be journaling cards in all my envelopes. Okay, I got to move along so we have time to get everything in here that we want in here. Okay, so we have another little pocket. There's 4 of these total that have the feathers on the front. Okay. There we go. Okay. 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 A little tiny bit of glue right here. I'm sorry I'm not too talkative today. It is early. And my poor little brain right now is so overwhelmed by everything we're doing that I have just, it's almost like it's relaxing just to get on here and quietly do a video. You guys know what I'm talking about when your mind is, although I've been working pretty regular and been packing all night and getting very little sleep because I have trouble with that anyway. There we go. I'm going to pull the clips off this other page in the front. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. All right, guys, I got to turn on my fan because you know how it is in the inside this. Now, I did one of my pouches, and then I decoupaged some poppies on it. And here is the Secrets of Mother Nature. It's the inside book, and it's signed by the author. It's out of Chicago. And it's copyright 1942. And so I wanted to keep this page safe. And so I decided to just slip it into this little pouch. And so we're going to put it right here and have it where you can reach in and trying to take the big glob of glue off the top of my now this is another one that's gonna be pretty heavy, so okay, let's go like this. Okay, don't want it in the corners. I'm going to leave it where you can actually use it as a pocket behind too. So I'm going to do it just like this. And I'm putting it up close to the edge of the page. This book is just full of all kinds of goodies. I don't usually make this many things for my books, but I just thought it'd be fun. I'm gonna put this right here, but I want you to be able to see how it looks there. Okay, I'm gonna put that right there, and let me clip it. I want to clip it on the edges so that, you know, I don't have any trouble with it. Whoops. Okay. All right. And usually I clip along like that. Okay, now here's a cool bird's nest too. Came out of that book, the vintage bird book. Got several different bird, but here's another little golden envelope, and it will have a journaling card. Here's a little like a folder, and I just put it in like a book page because I love the way it looked. And look at this cool avocado paper. More of the digital. Here is another pocket. So let's get this one down. And yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm going to put it on this side. I don't want it all on one side. Okay. Make sure there's not any ink so it can't glue down to the next side. Nope. Can't see any, can't feel any. Keep going. And there's another one of the little more dimensional pockets. this little planner has this on the corner here, and I don't like it there, so we're gonna cover it up with a pocket. Really have to rub it down good. Make sure it's getting in there like it needs to. Okay, now we have this little bird card. And I thought, instead of using him like a card, let's use him like a pocket. But yet, he is actually in the book. So you won't have any trouble with him falling out. I hope you don't with any of it. I usually do really good at keeping things glued down nicely. Okay, so now we're just gonna lay him flat. I think it's fun to do stuff different like that. Now, he will probably need some clips because he's kind of heavy. Let me make sure. Oh, we got some glue right there. Off that next page. And it looks like it's right here on the next page. Mercy. Guess we just had a little bit of ink roll out of there. Didn't realize I put it that close, but maybe I did. Okay. Okay, there we go. And we'll put something fun inside that pocket. I made a lot of tags too. Okay, now we have this bird, and he has a collaged tag also inside of him already. Now I'm just gonna glue him down. Whoa, I hate it when it does that. I don't know why it's doing that. It really shouldn't be. Yeah, I'm gonna have to smooth out some of this on the edges so we don't have so much glue that can spill out. My little grandson is here today, so if you hear a little voice, he's talking pretty loud outside my door. He doesn't know Grammy's in here recording. Okay, now, let me get that glue off my finger. Okay, now let's flip this over. The one thing I can say I'm going to miss when I move is seeing my grandkids every day. There we go. They're precious to me. There we go. No leaks. No glue leaks. That's awesome, right? I love this little bag. Okay, and this, I had fussy cut this at some point in my crafting. And this bird from Tim Holtz, and this is part of his paper. So I made this giant tag to go in this giant policy envelope, which I forgot to glue the... I want to glue this flap down because it'll make it hard to get your tag inside if we don't. There we go. has some roses in the corner and just vines. I just think it's kind of cool. Now, I'm not going to put this in right now because I'm going to put it in. I'm going to try to put it in as a tip-in, and I didn't prepare for that ahead of time, so we'll do that later. So on this is the back side of that card, and so we're going to also make that a pocket. Because why waste a good pocket, right? Charlie is like madly in love with his pawpaw. And I know that sounds weird. I didn't mean it like that, but it he can't wait to come see his pawpaw every week. My husband retired, and he's, you know, since he retired, he has more time to spend with Charlie. And so Charlie has gotten just attached to him. And when he found out we were moving, he cried. And that made it kind of rough, but we'll have him up in the summer. I mean, he'll come up on weekends, but yeah, we hated to know he was crying. But we also love that he loves his pawpaw. I was trying to find my eraser. Little bit right there. But I think, let me make sure there's not any leaking out the bottom. Nope. There we go. So let's keep going through here. This is like a true junk journal. It has every kind of page you can imagine in here. There's the rest of that folder. Okay, this is a belly band, but I don't care for it, so I'm going to make a new one. So I'm going to put it out like that so I can go back and do it. Now, here is another part of nature. It's a pecan tree. Isn't that cool? It shows you what it looks like in the fall. If I can get my other paper out of here, which is another butternut tree. I just thought those were cool parts of nature that, you know, will look cool in this book. I need to check our time after I put this down. My husband's a sweetheart. He's doing laundry. Okay. I love that. I don't even have to say anything. He just goes and does it. So I'm going to put this on this side so that it can have a different look and not take up any of our Here we go. And this will go back in there when it dries. Let me check the time. We're doing good. We're going to get all the stuff inside the pockets before we run out of time, as far as putting pockets and stuff in. Okay, let's do this on this side too. Or maybe this side. I like that side. Okay. Okie doke. There's another feather pocket. Gonna move on to the back here. Make sure we don't miss anything. Another little image from my book, and here's the back of the book. Isn't that cute? Okay, guys, well, I guess I can tell you right now that we're gonna have a chunky book, because look at that. Look at it. Ooh. So it'll close nicely though. So that's cool. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will get all the tags put in this book, and I'm going to hang on to it and put it in the store after I'm back in action, and it'll probably be in October sometime. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and will continue to hang out with me. I'll talk to you guys soon. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Bye.